This video is about horizontal and vertical lines, and the goal is I can graph a horizontal and vertical line, and I can write an equation for a horizontal and vertical line given a graph. First, let's try a couple of review exercises. The directions say find the slope of each line. So I wrote the slope formula for you guys. It's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So for number 1, I'm going to label my x1, y1, x2, y2. And then I'm going to do m equals, remember m stands for slope, y2 minus y1, so negative 2 minus 0, over x2, which is 3, minus x1, which is a negative 1. So we have a negative 2 over 4, which reduces to negative 1/2. Let's do the same thing with number 2 with our points A and B. So I'm going to do m equals negative 1 minus 3 over 4 minus 1. Negative 1 minus 3 is a negative 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. So the slope of this line is negative 4/3. So we're going to be talking about two different lines. We have horizontal lines and we have vertical lines. A horizontal line, the graph of the line will go from left to right like this, and the equation of the line will be written like this: y equals, and then whatever the number is. Now if we take a look at vertical lines go up and down, and their equation of the line will be x equals and then a number. Let's look at a few examples. The directions say write the equation of each line. So if I look at number 1, we see the red line is going vertical, and that tells me that my equation is going to be x equals something. Now another way that I want to show you guys why it's x equals whatever that number is that red line is made up of an infinite number of points. And let's just pick a few points from this line. So I'm going to pick this point right there. That's going to be 2, 0. Another point from that line, let's pick this point right here. That's going to be 2, 3. And let's pick this point right here, which is 2, negative 4. What I notice about all of these points is they all have one thing in common. They always have the same x value. And no matter what point you pick on that line, it'll always have the same x value. Well, what is that x value? The x value is 2. So our equation of the line is going to be x equals 2. It doesn't matter what the y value is, because for all those points on the line, the x value will always be 2. Let's try the same thing with number 2. I'm going to find 4 points. So here's my first one, which is 0, negative 4. I'm going to pick this point right here, which is 3, negative 4. And then one more point all the way to the left, I'm going to pick negative 5, negative 4. Now, what do I notice that's in common with all of these points? Well, this time, all of the y values are the same. All of the y values are negative 4. So this equation of our line is going to be y equals a negative 4. It doesn't matter what the x value is, that can change, but the y value will always be negative 4. Let's try 2 more examples. The directions say graph each line. So for number 3, we have the equation y equals a negative 1. So now we're doing the opposite, but I'm going to use the same technique. I'm going to think of 3 points that have a y value of negative 1. So I'm going to say 0, negative 1, 2, negative 1, and 4, negative 1. Now I'm going to graph all these points. So 0, negative 1 is right here. 2, negative 1 is right here. And 4, negative 1 is right here. And then I'm going to draw my line. And if I connect all those points, you'll see that this is going to be a horizontal line. Okay, let's try number 4. So number 4, we're graphing the line x equals 4. So I'm going to think of 3 points that have the x value of 4. So 4, negative 2, 4, 1, and 4, 3. Now I'm going to graph those points. 4, negative 2 is right here. 4, 1 is right here. And 4, 3 is right here. So if I draw a line connecting those 3 points, that will be the graph of the line x equals 4. And as you can tell, that's going to be a vertical line. And that is it.